Well, welcome back. Now, today on the Daily Roundup, we are shining a light on a truly inspiring story of innovation with impact. Now, the National Commission on Research, Science and Technology, NCRST, recently partnered with the Uhili Necessity Wellness Trust to host a Social Enterprise Masterclass at the Swakopmund Prison. Now, an initiative that embodies inclusive innovation at its best. Now, through the Grassroots Innovation Programme, the NCRST is empowering communities, including offenders, to transform creative ideas into sustainable market-ready solutions. Now, representing the NCRST, Ms. Jacobine Amutenya, acting Senior Technologist, led training sessions on design thinking for social innovation, innovative business models, and pitching for social enterprises. Her contribution helped equip participants with entrepreneurial tools to tackle social challenges and prepare for successful reintegration into society. Ms. Amutenya joins us now just to share more about this transformative program and its growing impact. Ms. Jacobine, welcome to Amutenya, pardon me, welcome to Namibia Connect.
Thank you for having me, Ms. Hanok.
All right, just to start off, share about perhaps just this partnership between the NCRST and the Uhili Necessity Wellness Trust is quite unique. Can you start by telling us just what inspired NCRST's involvement in the Social Enterprise Masterclass?
All right. Thank you very much. So at the NCRST, we believe that innovation should be inclusive. Because I think more often when we speak to people, they look at NCRST as an institution for researchers or scientists or, tech experts. So when the Uhili Necessary Wellness Trust approached us about empowering the offenders through the social enterprise, I think we realized that it aligned perfectly with what NCRST is doing. We have what we call the Grassroots Innovation Programme, where we try and go to the communities and meet them where they are and try and create awareness on innovation in terms of how they can use innovation to create to identify problems within their society, and then they'll be able to create solutions for that. So for NCRST, this was for us a meaningful opportunity where we could use innovation as a tool, as you say, to transform and give people who are often overlooked, especially when they are released back into their society, a chance for them to be able to create solutions that they can be able to try and do something meaningful for themselves when they come back into the society.
Indeed. Ms. Amutenya, I just welcomed you to Namibia Connect. Instead, it's Daily Roundup. Apologies for that.
Okay.
And maybe just to get to the... All right. To get to the second question, the training took place in Swakopmund Prison. That's not a typical setting for innovation, of course, and training. Just to to look at perhaps, and how did the participants respond to this? Looking at it was at prison, and also just that the participants were eager to learn as well. Take us through that.
All right. So for me, I think it was an incredible humbling experience, because this is something that we have done for the first time in terms of going into prison, as well as for myself. So when I walked in, I expected a little bit of hesitation, but what we found was that, the participants were really excited, and then they were really creative in terms of, because the session was very practical, and they were able to really fully engage and even be able to come up with their business model that they say they will be able to use to come up with something like businesses that they can be able to implement when they leave prison.
All right, you facilitate the sessions that is on design thinking for social innovation and the innovative business model canvas. How do these tools help participants, that is particularly offenders, reimagining their role in society through entrepreneurship?
All right. So before we do that, So before we do the design thinking aspect, we first look into what is social innovation so that they are able to understand that what they need to do when they go in their community for them to be able to identify innovation that can actually not only allow them to make money, but also be able to help them solve problems within their community. So the design thinking specifically help the participants identify challenges within their community, as I said, and then they turn those challenges into opportunities. So how we bring in the aspect of business model is that the business model canvas actually helps them now to shape those ideas into a real viable business. For offenders, this tool was actually empowering them and also trying to shift their mindset from I can't do this to I can, so that it can help them see themselves as innovators, also contributors and problem solvers within their society.
So the program also ties into offender reintegration. Now, how does innovation training complement life skills development in helping former offenders just to reintegrate successfully?
Can you just repeat that question again? I think I have lost you a little bit.
Okay, I was asking, the initiative, the program also ties into offender integration. Just to look at how does innovation training complement life skills development and helping former offenders reintegrate successfully, that is now in the community?
All right. So I think reintegration is not only looking at adjusting to life, once you are released, but it's also about how do I rebuild my confidence and finding purpose for myself when I get back into society. Because I think one of the things that we also picked up when we're doing the training is that when I get out, I think it's better for me to start a business because now I have a criminal record. Nobody would want to employ me. So I think the innovation training really gives participants the practical tools that they can use to start their small businesses or community projects, allowing them to contribute meaningfully and earn an income when they leave. But also, it requires a combination of life skills, as that is what the Uhili Wellness is offering to them, so that it helps them reintegrate back with dignity and resilience, within our community.
Now, the initiative was also showcased at the Sustainable Impact Summit. Now, what does this recognition mean for NCRST's Grassroots Innovation Programme and its broader vision?
All right. Thank you. I think the recognition was truly encouraging for us because this is a program that we have been running already. So someone who wants to partner with us, it actually gives us evidence that innovation at the grassroots level can create real social impact. And I think also for NCRST is just reinforcing our mission to build an inclusive innovation culture, of course, through our RSTI advocacy, one that gives every Namibian the opportunity to innovate and also regardless of their background or circumstances.
You also mentioned that local follow-up sessions are already underway to further develop participants' business models. What kind of progress or ideas have emerged from those sessions so far?
Okay, so I think we have seen a lot of promising developments because some participants, as they are in prison, they are actually already working on certain solutions, especially for the creative industry. But I think what stood out most is the fact that there is a growing sense of ownership and wanting to really build these businesses upon reintegration. So what Ms. Penina, her embody is doing from the Uhili Trust is she's actually now in the process of finalizing going back to prison and actually allowing them to build their business model so that upon in reintegration, we have a plan in terms of how we can further assist them so that they can actually be able to start their businesses.
So looking ahead, how does NCRST's plan to expand or replicate this type of inclusive innovation and also just training in other communities across Namibia?
All right. So as I said, this program is running already. We have a program already. It ties in with our Grassroots Innovation Program. We had actually already rolled out this program because we have trained trainers through the community learning development centers for adult education. And I think we have also already trained some of the participants within the regions. And I think what is maybe of notice is that some of these participants that we have trained, especially from different regions, they are now able to participate in our funded project. And I think I remember one or two of them that have already received funding because of this program, where we go out in the communities and try and spread the word about innovation. But so going back particularly to the offenders, I think we are looking into how we can empower NGOs like Uhili, so that they can be able to transfer the skills that we offer through the Grassroots Innovation Program by training them, so that they can be able to actually roll out the program all around the country.
Finally, Jacobine, just to look at on a personal note, what has been most fulfilling for you about being part of this project and just witnessing innovation spark in unexpected places? Also looking at the fact that the Namibia Correctional Service has been looking at how to integrate inmates back into society, and also just looking at how they can prepare them for the society so that they can live among the community peacefully and also just be better community members besides from the crimes that they have committed.
All right. Thank you. For me, honestly, it was humbling, as I said. When someone felt, they were forgotten, and, you bring these skills to them, and then they can dream again and believe in their own potential. So watching, seeing innovation, restoring somebody's hope. So for me, that was really it was deeply moving for myself. And I think as institutions where we have the capability to empower others, we should continue doing that, so that they find their purpose, and then we use whatever we can to actually give them courage to start over again.
All right, thank you so much for being on Daily Roundup this evening.
Thank you so much for having me.
All right, have a good night. All right, that was NCRST's Ms. Jacobine Amutenya, acting Senior Technologist, just telling us about the initiative by NCRST and also just the impact that they made with the inmates at the Swakopmund Prison. So Namibia Connects will continue, Daily Roundup will continue after